Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our Vouchers webinar. We're very excited to share the new updates and features with you all. So to dive in, we have a packed agenda today. We'll start with brief introductions before introducing you to our Vouchers product. Ronak will walk you through a product demonstration, and we will end with updates on the user experience as well as features coming soon, before wrapping up and opening to Q&A. So with that, let's get started. My name is Angie Healy. I'm a Strategic Operations and Analytics Manager at Uber for Business. Sierra Summers will be moderating today. She's our Regional Marketing Manager for US and Canada. And we also have Ronak Shah, our Senior Product Manager for Vouchers, joining us and helping walk through the product demo today. Thanks all for joining. Wanted to introduce everyone to Uber for Business first. So as most of you know, Uber started as a consumer platform, helping consumers request rides and meals. Uber for Business was built a few years ago on top of this consumer technology to offer a seamless solution for organizations to track and expense business travels and meals for their employees. And over the last few years, we've expanded significantly to 150,000 organizations live globally, as well as available in 26 countries. And as we've grown, we've built a multitude of product solutions to service more of your business needs all in one platform. So we now have functionality like our Central and Vouchers dashboards that allow you to offer an Uber experience to everyone, your employees and your guests. So with that, we're going to cover our Vouchers product today in more depth. So Vouchers, from a high level, gives you the ability to cover the cost of rides or meals for your customers and your employees, help drive engagement and loyalty with them in moments that matter most to your business. Double clicking into the actual product a little bit, you'll see here the screen on the far right shows the Vouchers dashboard, or as I like to call it, command center. This is where you can create your vouchers to cover the cost of rides or meals. You can customize the campaign by adding controls, determining the value, start and end date. Ronak will walk you through this command center in pretty great depth today. You can also track your voucher redemptions and cost within the dashboard, and then distribute at scale. So on the end user side, the phone there shows as you claim the voucher, it's super simple. You click the voucher sent to you, you accept it, and then it's in your app ready to use whenever the user is ready. So before the demo, I want to highlight main benefits for you and your customers that you can experience with vouchers. The first being only pay for what's used. Unlike gift cards, which requires an upfront payment in full for what is ordered, vouchers allow you to pay only for actual redeemed rides and meals. So there's no wasted budget here. You're only paying when your users actually use the vouchers. So with that, you really can maximize your budget, making sure you use your budget into the full. You can either send out more vouchers there or save money on what's not used. You also have the ability to set parameters and control for vouchers. So this allows you to make sure the vouchers are used in the most impactful way for your business. Add location restrictions to your store so they take trips to your actual location, or for Eats, determine the number of meals that they should have on your voucher. All of that within the platform for you to set. And lastly, it's built on Uber's platform. So Uber has millions of monthly active users using our rides and our Uber Eats apps. So delight your customers by covering the cost of a ride or meal on an app that they use frequently. So with that, showcasing the benefits, I'll hand it off to my colleague Ronak to walk you through the product demonstration and all of the ways that you can create and customize your vouchers.
Great. Thanks, Angie. As Angie mentioned, I'm Ronak, and I'm the product manager on Uber Vouchers. I'm excited to walk you through a quick demo to help orient you to the product. Let's assume that I'm an executive assistant looking to plan a virtual holiday party. To create a voucher campaign, I must first start by logging into the Vouchers dashboard. I can access this via my Uber for Business account or by directly going to vouchers.uber.com. Here, I can see the active, upcoming, and past voucher campaigns for my organization. To create a new campaign, I'll need to click on the Create New Voucher button in the top left-hand corner of the dashboard. I'll then be asked to choose what type of voucher campaign I want. There are three options: vouchers for Uber Eats, bulk vouchers, and individual vouchers. Vouchers for Uber Eats and bulk vouchers allow me to provide meals and rides, respectively, to guests at scale. Individual vouchers are best for single ride vouchers with predefined settings. Since I'm planning a virtual holiday party, I'll select vouchers for Uber Eats. I'm now taken into the voucher creation experience. As you can see on the tracker, it's a quick 4-step process to create a campaign. We first need to start by adding the basics of the program. So I start by naming this campaign Virtual Holiday Party and give the start and end times of the campaign. I've selected the voucher to be live for 48 hours to give my team a little more time to order meals after the holiday party if they'd like. I've also added an expense code in the internal memo box to make sure that I'm tracking these expenses in the right cost bucket internally. Next, it's time to add voucher details. Here I can select the number of vouchers, which corresponds to the number of recipients receiving vouchers, the number of meals each voucher covers, and how much of each meal I'd like to cover. So for example, I can choose to create 100 vouchers with 2 meals for each of those vouchers and cover $25 per meal. I could also choose to cover a percentage off the meal. So in this example, I'm still creating 100 vouchers, 2 meals per each voucher, but giving 25% off each meal up to $10 versus $25 off in the previous example. The third way I can cover a meal is via what's called a credit amount. In this instance, I can still create 100 vouchers, but give $50 of Uber Eats credit for someone to use as they wish. They can use it all on one large meal or on 5 smaller meals. This credit expires when the voucher campaign ends. Now that we have the main details of the campaign out of the way, we can talk about how we actually get these vouchers in the hands of my guests. Vouchers are distributed as hyperlinks to guests, and there are 2 main types of links that we can provide. The first is a general voucher link. This means that Uber will provide one link that I can distribute to all 100 of my guests. This is easiest for distribution, and I can embed that link into an email, a website, or even turn it into a QR code. The second option is unique voucher links. If I want each of the 100 guests to have their own link that is only good for one voucher, I can choose this option. I would need to use mail merge to distribute these links, but it gives me more granular data and control over the campaign. After I choose the distribution method, I then go to review the details of the campaign and confirm. Once I confirm the campaign, I'm taken back to the vouchers dashboard. And here you can see that under upcoming campaigns, the virtual holiday party that I just created is listed. It will show as active once the campaign is active on December 10th. Once the campaign is live, I can monitor the usage of the vouchers by my guests via the dashboard as well. Here you can see at the top of the screen the number of vouchers that are claimed, the amount that's been spent to date, and the number of meals that have been ordered. I can also download the CSV of the links that I've created for vouchers to distribute. This is also extended across the rides voucher example as well. So here you can see the number of vouchers claimed, the amount spent to date, as well as the number of rides that are taken. So to recap, there's 3 vouchers that are available for use. The first is vouchers for Uber Eats, which is perfect for virtual events or incentives. The second is bulk vouchers for rides, and this allows a customer to send vouchers to cover rides at scale. And the third is individual vouchers, which is ideal for one-off rides or VIP clients. And customers can create these vouchers from a set of parameters that already have been predefined. And good news for all of you joining the webinar today. We will be giving each of you a $5 Uber Eats voucher as a thank you for attending the webinar, as well as a way to test out the product. So with that, I'll hand it back over to Angie to talk about our improved user experience for vouchers.
Great, thanks for walking us through that, Renek. So to talk through the user experience, I want to orient everyone in what was previously available. So previously, when we first launched vouchers, the Uber Eats or the Rides app were required to redeem your voucher. So you had to redeem the Uber Eats voucher directly on the Uber Eats app, and you had to redeem a Rides voucher directly on the Uber app. So really not a great end user experience, not convenient, especially if they didn't have those apps downloaded already. So wanted to highlight the improved ways that we have made on the end user experience, showcasing all of the different ways they can now redeem vouchers. So now customers can redeem vouchers in multiple ways. They still have the ability to redeem directly on the Uber Eats or the Uber app. If they have both of them downloaded, they're an active Uber user. No need to change anything they're already doing today. We'll walk you through today now having the ability to redeem on the web browser, so via your laptop or your desktop, never needing an app, entering a code into the Uber app, as well as redeeming Uber Eats vouchers on the traditional Uber or Rides app. So really great improvements here. And this first one highlighting the web browser. This one is great for employees who are checking their email or receiving the voucher link via their laptop. So you now never have to leave your laptop. You can click on that link, claim your voucher, and order your meal all on the web. So for those of you today that are joining the webinar and receiving that $5 voucher Renek just announced, once you get that email, you'll never have to leave your computer. You can claim your voucher and order your Starbucks right from your laptop or your desktop. So no need to download another app or try to get your link, go through that hassle of getting that link to your phone to make sure that you can redeem it. The second new one is being able to redeem the voucher via a code, which is really great for in-person meetings. So for those of you that are back meeting in person in smaller settings, you have the ability to create vouchers and then get the code, input that directly into your app to redeem the voucher, or share it with the person that you're meeting when you see them in person, the code that they can input into their app to redeem the voucher and use it on their app. So skip the URL link distribution for those physical events. Use it via the code. It is great. I know we aren't quite back into the time of having large virtual events, but great for events where you can just post the code on a banner or some sort of physical piece as people enter the event so that they don't have to virtually claim the voucher. They can do it in a physical setting. And lastly, I want to highlight the ability to redeem Uber Eats vouchers via the Uber app or on the rides side of things. So this is great for your customers that are always on the go, your traditional business travelers that may frequent the Uber app and use it for their trips, but may not have the Uber Eats app. No worries, no need to require them to download the Uber Eats app. They never have to leave the app that they're used to, the Rides app. They can click the link, it'll take them into the Rides app to claim their voucher, and they can even go through the full process of ordering their meal directly on the Rides app. So For those of you that may not have the Uber Eats app and are receiving the voucher today, no worries. If you have the Uber app and you're redeeming on your phone, you'll be able to test out this experience. So we're definitely excited to all the improved end user experiences and for you guys to test them out wherever it is convenient for you and receiving that $5 voucher today. So with that, I'll pass it back to Ronak to talk through the upcoming features that we'll be launching.
Great, thanks, Angie. Excited to talk to you all about our roadmap and a few particular features that we're launching in the coming months that I think you all will be quite excited about. So the first one is what we're calling Uber distributed vouchers. So the idea here is that currently the vouchers dashboard essentially provides links to an organization, and the administrator at that organization needs to distribute the vouchers themselves via email or via posting in some channel. We've heard that some customers would like for us to take that distribution piece off their plate, and they would like to provide a list of users to us, and we can distribute the vouchers in the way that we think is most efficient. So the way that this would work is after inputting voucher details, the customer would then be moved to the rider list or eater list. Here, they can select an option to upload a file, paste a list, or manually enter names and emails or phone numbers. They can also preview the emails and push notifications that will be sent out to recipients prior to the voucher campaign beginning. So this is one less thing that our end users have to do, and we can handle the distribution ourselves via Uber. The second feature I'd like to talk about is one that helps you put your brand front and center. So one thing that we've heard is that because organizations are sponsoring these rides and meals for their guests, they'd like to have a little bit of customization to build more of an end-to-end user experience for their guests. So one of the ways that we're helping to enable this is by allowing organizations to upload logos for particular campaigns or for all campaigns at a particular organization. So here you can see a push notification on the left-hand side that has the logo of a company, and it alerts the user that they've received a $50 Uber Eats voucher and when it expires. After the user clicks on this push notification, they'll be taken to what's called the claim screen, where the user accepts the voucher. Here as well, we'll be able to show the organization's logo or the event's logo so that users can essentially be reinforced that the organization is the one that's sponsoring this event, and the organizations can provide a more holistic end-to-end experience. So these are just two of the features that are upcoming in the next few months that we're excited about. And with that, I'll pass it back over to Angie to wrap things up.
Great, thanks, Ronak. We're excited for those upcoming features. So just to wrap up here on summing up, wanted to recap the benefits that you see from vouchers. So the first being that you have access to both of the Uber platforms with vouchers. So like Ronak showed you, in the creation process, you'll indicate if you want to create Eats vouchers or Rides vouchers before distributing them. So no need to create separate accounts to do this. You can distribute your Rides vouchers for those driving foot traffic scenarios, your Uber Eats vouchers for virtual events, or a purchase incentive. Again, so easy to use across the Uber platforms. You also only pay for what is used. So like Ronak also showed, within the dashboard, you can track by campaign how much has been spent to date, but no upfront payment is needed. No deposit needs to be made. And you can maximize your budget by only paying for those rides or meals that are redeemed. So save costs by not paying for those vouchers not used, and track it easily within the dashboard. Third one here is really on the controlling of redemption. So you have the ability to set those campaign controls to ensure that vouchers drive results for your business when you need them. So making sure those vouchers are used within the time window that you would like, on a set number of meals or set number of rides at the cost that you want to cover. on the ride side to the location that you want to drive people to. So you have the ability to set those controls very easily within the creation flow to make sure that vouchers are used in the most impactful way for your business. And the last one here is the global reach of Uber and vouchers, which is especially important, I think, in this virtual world where businesses are looking for new, unique ways to keep engaged with their customers in a virtual environment. And so you can delight your users wherever they are by covering the cost of a ride or meal wherever they may be if Uber is available there. From the virtual holiday party example that Ronak walked through, you have the ability to create that one voucher campaign and distribute it to your attendees globally. No need to create separate campaigns based on the currency or the location that they are at. We will handle all of those currency conversions for you and make sure you're billed in the appropriate currency. But delight your users wherever they are around the globe if Uber is available there. Lastly, just to summarize, vouchers are easier than ever to use. So we've made tremendous improvements on the end user experience. So meet your users where it's convenient for them, on the apps, on the web, or in person. So you guys will actually be able to test this out today with the vouchers that we sent you. But take a look at those redemption methods, but no need to make sure that the user has the app downloaded. They can use it wherever it's right for them. Vouchers are super simple to create and distribute. And now Uber's going to handle the hassle of distributing the vouchers today. So upload your distribution list and let us do the rest. We'll send out those emails and text messages to make sure your users get the voucher, but you don't have to think about that part. If you do want the link, don't worry, that option will still be there for you if you do want to handle the distribution. We're just giving you that optionality of letting us handle that. And then lastly, make your brand more prominent. This is one we've heard lots of feedback on, being able to showcase your logo, your brand throughout the experience of the person using the voucher. So from their distribution all the way through the claiming and redeeming voucher, keep your brand at the forefront, letting them know who's funding that voucher for them. So adding a little bit of customization in for you. We're really excited about everything that's to come with vouchers and has already launched. And thank you guys so much for joining us as we walked through the voucher products, the new features, and what's to come. If you do have any questions or you want to learn more about vouchers, visit the website there, uber.com/business/vouchers to learn more information, or contact our team at the link provided there for a custom demo and get any of your questions answered. Thanks so much for joining and for your time today.